It's the 111th minute at Wembley Stadium. A young forward fires a 20-yard strike past the keeper, collapses flat onto the grass, and throws his arms into the air. That player is Charlie George. To the people of Islington, he is the ultimate hometown hero. But look at his actual career record, and things get confusing. He only ever earned a single cap for the English national team. His boyhood club sold him when he was just 24 years old, and he spent the final years of his career bouncing around minor leagues across the globe. How does a player with such an erratic, statistically modest track record become a permanent fixture in football mythology? But football fans rarely worship perfect statistics. They gravitate toward the raw, unpredictable reality of players whose human flaws make their moments of genius feel profoundly earned. Charlie George was born in Islington, North London. He grew up and attended school just a few streets away from Highbury, the historic home of Arsenal Football Club. He stood on the terraces as a local fan before signing with the club as a teenager. By the 1970-71 season, he had recovered from a brutal broken ankle that sidelined him for 5 months, returning to push his team to the brink of a championship. That season culminated in the 1971 FA Cup final against Liverpool. The match was a grueling stalemate that dragged deep into extra time under the sweltering May sun. Then, with 9 minutes left on the clock, George latched onto a square ball and fired it from 20 yards out. That single strike won the match and secured Arsenal their very first league and cup double. He had won the ultimate prize for the team he supported as a boy. That moment instantly secured his status as a club legend, creating a halo that would follow him for the rest of his life. Yet the fierce passion that made him a local idol also made him a massive liability. George possessed a deep, rebellious streak that constantly put him at odds with authority figures. During the 1971-72 season, his discipline issues boiled over on the pitch. In one notorious incident, he headbutted Liverpool star Kevin Keegan. He also flicked V signs at opposition supporters and constantly clashed with Arsenal's management. By the winter of 1974, his relationship with manager Bertie Mee had completely collapsed, leading the club to put their hometown hero on the transfer list. That same combative attitude ruined his chances on the national stage. During his one and only appearance for England, he was substituted after 60 minutes, argued bitterly with head coach Don Revie, and was never picked to play for his country again. The uncompromising edge that allowed him to score under immense pressure made it impossible for him to survive within the strict, heavily regulated systems of professional football. Sold to Derby County for £100,000, George immediately endeared himself to a new fan base. His performances there earned him the chant, "Charlie, Charlie, the King of Derby." He proved he still possessed world-class ability on the biggest stages, famously scoring a hat-trick against European giants Real Madrid in a 1975 European Cup tie. This animated map tracks his erratic path after leaving Derby. Between 1978 and 1983, he bounced between 8 different clubs, signing with the Minnesota Kicks in the US, playing briefly for Southampton, and even doing a stint with Bulova in Hong Kong. Even scattered across multiple continents, he delivered flashes of brilliance. During a short loan spell back in England, he scored the winning goal for Nottingham Forest in the 1979 UEFA Super Cup final against Barcelona. Instead of tarnishing his reputation, this chaotic, globe-trotting finish to his playing days only added to his mystique. He became a footballing mercenary, dropping into random clubs just long enough to leave an impression. After retiring from the football field, George moved to Hampshire to run a local pub and manage a garage business. His life remained colorful off the field. In 1980, he casually lost a finger in a lawnmower accident, a strange and violent little anecdote that perfectly aligned with his turbulent reputation. Eventually, the exiled hero found his way home. Arsenal hired him back, and he now works in corporate hospitality, walking the same stadium halls he did as a boy from the neighborhood. Today's elite athletes are highly polished, media-trained professionals who are carefully managed to ensure they never step out of line or spark controversy. Charlie George remains an icon because he was never a corporate product.
His legacy was built on moments of unapologetic, passionate, and deeply flawed humanity, the kind that spreadsheets can't capture, but fans never forget.